Yesterday, the Prime Minister and Finance Minister Datuk Seri Najib alleged that our tax policy on capital gains tax on shares, if implemented, will cause capital flight and send the stock market crashing.
It's very important to always remember the CGT tax is only when the rich people make money we tax them. We're not taxing rich people per se. Only when they trade in shares, they buy and sell, they make a gain, that is taxable. I think that is the most fair to the rich in Malaysia. Yeah. Now, the allegations made by the Prime Minister and the Finance Minister that we will somehow cause capital flight because we implement CGT is completely a silly and undefendable view. Our position is very clear. We know that a lot of countries in the world, in fact, the biggest economies in the world, I'll just list them down: United States, Germany, Japan, UK, Australia, all of them have CGT. You don't see them running away, taking billions and trillions of money, 800 billion out of their country to hide somewhere. So capital flight, as reported by Global Financial Integrity, yeah, GFI, and you all know about this report, you know, and the government acknowledges it. GFI has stated that, you know, Malaysia, the 800 billion plus have left, right? So we haven't implemented CGT, but 800 billion has left. So I think it's disingenuous of the Prime Minister to allege that putting a tax will chase people out. We know that, you know, the Prime Minister is also the Finance Minister, right? I think it's time for him to relinquish his post as Finance Minister, because obviously when he makes statements like this, unfounded, not argued out, that we're going to crash the market and cause capital flight, it shows that he's overworked. He's overworked because the budget shows clearly he got 22 billion under his portfolio at Prime Minister Department. He got another 40 billion under Finance Ministry. He got 66 billion. This man is running the whole country single-handedly. So I would suggest take a break, give up that power, relinquish his Finance Minister post, obviously out of his depth here in this issue of CGT.
The public has to understand what is CGT. CGT is tax on profits of transactions on financial assets. Usually the financial assets, the most common financial assets subjected to CGT are shares and bonds. So only people who buy and sell bonds and shares will pay CGT. Cukai keuntungan modal adalah cukai yang dikenakan ke atas urus niaga melibatkan aset-aset kewangan. Aset kewangan yang paling biasa bagi kita di Malaysia ialah saham, unit-unit saham atau unit trust, dan juga bond ataupun terbitan hutang. Bagi mereka atau institusi yang jual beli saham dan buat keuntungan inilah yang akan dikenakan cukai. Sebab itu, CGT ini adalah cukai yang dikenakan ke atas keuntungan yang besar, tetapi yang melibatkan sejumlah rakyat Malaysia yang kecil. Because only very few people in Malaysia actually have the capital or access money to buy shares and to trade shares. Ini berbeza dengan GST. Kerana GST adalah cukai yang dikenakan ke atas setiap belian barangan tanpa mengira golongan. Miskin, kaya, pelajar, tua, muda, kerja atau tidak, beli sahaja kena. So that's why we make a very stark contradiction between our tax policy, which is we need to tax those in the rich bracket who benefit most from the excess wealth in the country, compared to BN's tax policy, which is only looking at GST, whereby most of the tax burden will be borne by the poorest and the majority of the people.